Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to close out the month of March and go over my spending for March. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I like to do when closing out my month is making sure there's no money left over in certain categories. One of them being my bills categories, with the exception of rent. We are going to move $291 from AT&T up to Ready to Assign. Oh, and before I do that, actually, I should mention that the $93.51 that I have in there is my interest from my high yield savings account. So we'll be assigning that money as well. I'm just going to get it all up and ready to assign and then do it once. Okay. And this $291 from AT&T is, there was an AT&T outage in my area. I want to say in February probably, and it was pretty intense. It lasted for quite a few hours. It just caused chaos all over. And so they gave us a $5 credit, and I split the bill with my sister. So essentially she got half the credit, I got half the credit. And there's always a few cents extra in this category typically. So $291 there. These are cleared out, which is good, but these are like ongoing sinking funds that I save up for, so those are fine. Groceries will move up to Ready to Assign. Work lunches will move up to Ready to Assign. Treats. Entertainment. And ride share. I think that should be it. So I'm going to go through and double check. So now that that's done, we have $256.54 to budget with. First, I'm going to take care of some overspending. So it's dining out, Ready to Assign, and then miscellaneous. Okay. Now that that's done, I do want to go into April and assign a little more money to entertainment. It's something that I thought we were going to do last month, but I think it's going to happen this month. So I want to send a little extra to help cover that because I think it's going to be expensive. So it might take up a good portion of these $75. So perfect. And I think that's all I needed to fund in April. If anything else comes up, I'll take care of that with my next paycheck. Alrighty. Now I have to decide what it is that I want to do with my money. So it's definitely not going into bills or subscriptions or food or variable expenses. It's all going into either saving, investing, or my various sinking fund categories. The one that I'm thinking may need a little more money is actually my boyfriend's gift category. And that's because it's his birthday this month in April. And I've treated him to a couple of things, so I've kind of brought my amount down. And I just want to be ready for our dinner and our entertainment, whatever it may be. So before we do that, let's get this up to $450. So I'll send $955 here.
And then what I want to do is E1. Oops. Okay.
All right, I think I'll send $50 here. I just really want to be ready. If I don't spend it all, obviously that's fine. The money will just stay in there for if I buy him little things throughout the year. And then I have $160.25 left. My thought was either to send that to travel, get this up to $4,000, or home down payment. I think I'm going to do home down payment. $150 to that, and then I have $10.25 left. I never know what to do with these small amounts. I'm just going to go ahead and send that to holding. Yeah. Perfect. Once this gets a little higher, if I need to, I will reassign this money. So my next step will be to clear out my golf and tennis categories. I'm going to send any extra money I have there and send it to was EBC holding and is now lessons. I've switched it to lessons because I've saved money for a set of tennis lessons in the summer and a set of golf lessons. So we'll move this 6630. We'll move all of that to lessons. And then we'll move the full 25 to lessons. I really need to get back into golf. I got some clubs and a driver last year from my boyfriend's dad for like Christmas and just for fun, I think. He was very generous, and so I want to put those to use. We'll definitely be using them in one of our trips this year. I'll be taking my golf clubs. It's just tennis has taken over my world, and all I want to do is play it. And occasionally we have nice days of tennis, so we haven't been spending as much in the tennis category because we've been playing for free at parks, which is awesome. Can't wait for summer to do that. The only downside is with Chicago being such a big city and really there being limited number of courts, we often have to wait like a lot, like 2 to 3 hours for a free court, which I typically don't mind doing because I can sit there and read, people watch, play with dogs or whatever. But it's been nice to just book a court and have it available for us rather than having to wait hours, but of course there's the price associated with it. All right, so my budget is closed out, so now we are going to review my spending. For this video, I've decided to not do my goals. I'm going to do that in a separate video, kind of as a Q1 goal check-in, reevaluate, see where we're at, and see if I want to set new goals, things like that. So let's see, reports. I have all my accounts checked. The only categories that I don't have selected are my reimbursement categories, just because I don't spend money out of that. That is for like my boyfriend and my sister when I pay for things. So they never select those. I always keep those out. I guess before we go into the spending, let's take a look at my income.
For March.
Clearly, March was a very high income month for me. This is so far out of the ordinary that even like a 3 paycheck month doesn't come close to how much this was. But obviously, as you can see, there's different sources of income and we'll just go over them briefly right now. So first I did a bank bonus and I got $300. I don't remember anymore what this bonus was. My boyfriend keeps track of these, so that's fine. 9351 or the 9351 that I had at the beginning of this video, that's the interest from my high yield savings account. My job, $18,811.23. What? This is net, which is crazy. So it was a 3 paycheck month, so there's that. I did have a little bit of overtime throughout the month, so there's also that. But then I got my bonus for 2023 and it was higher than I was expecting. It was like $13,000 net, and that's after increasing my 401k contributions after taxes. I was pretty happy with it. It was $22,492 gross, about $13,000 after taxes and 401k. Then miscellaneous was $163.50 and a tax refund was $132. What is miscellaneous? Oh yeah, my boyfriend has a lifestyle reimbursement thing through his work, and we split it because it was for the cost of the gym, for one of the gym bills or whatever. We split his reimbursement. He was nice enough to do that. So all in all, $19,500.24 was my income for March. What? I can tell you right now, no future month will be as much as this. At least not this year. Maybe next year. Maybe my next bonus. That'd be nice. All right, back to the spending report. Almost 60% of the money that I spent, which was $9,810.79 in March, almost 60% of that was for saving and investing. And that went to my Roth IRA. I ended up, not only did I save up the full $7,000 that I needed in the first quarter of this year to max out my Roth IRA, I decided that instead of doing the dollar cost averaging, that I would just send it all there and let the markets do its thing, and then don't have to worry about it until next year. So $5,832 went to my Roth. Then, as expected, my next biggest category is my bills, about 15%, almost 16% of my total spending for $1,543.04, and that's my rent, my gym membership, my phone bill, and then our com ed bill that went up $2 each. So it went up from $96 to $100, and then $50 for my half. So next up is the Gabby Improvement Fund, which made up almost 7% of the total spending, $660.44. So $305.93 was what I spent on my hobbies, and that's about 46% of my total spending for this category group. And that's over 2 purchases. It's my hobbies. I don't care. It was a high income month for me. I've met most of my financial goals, so I felt okay doing this. I bought like a planner thing that I've been wanting for years, for literal years. It's been in my like wish list. I found 2021, 2022, and 2023, and then I finally bought it in 2024 with my bonus. I don't feel weird. It's a ton of money. I don't care. Then it's shopping. I spent $287.79 in shopping, and these are all my transactions, but let's go over them. So each month I've decided to share the different things that I buy. So I will do the same today. I'm going to put an image showing all the different things, and we're going to go over them. I think what I'm going to do is work my way down the left, then the right, then the center. So starting at the top left, I bought some black Mary Jane flats from Madewell. They were about $138 originally, but Madewell was having an insider event for 25% off, so I brought the shoes down significantly. Then for Christmas, I had received a $100 Madewell gift card, so I applied it towards this purchase. I was waiting for the right moment to use it. I only ended up paying $9.97 for those black flats, and I love them. They are so cute on. I've already worn them a few times. Obsessed. Next up, I guess I was going to do this last, but I'll do this one next because I bought them before these other ones. So next to those flats, you'll see the New Balance sneakers. I got these for free. So I worked on a really intense project at work that just took over my life for like a month and a half. And I was working late every day, and it was literally all I was doing every single day. Just took over my life. Absolutely miserable. So yeah, I did get overtime, so that was nice. But one of the people that I support that I was doing this project for ended up giving me a $100 Visa gift card, which, girl math, free money. So I ended up getting these New Balance sneakers, and the total was less than the $100. I think I had 79 cents left in that gift card. So that's why they're free. And I know $100 could go towards other things, but that's just not how I like to view my gift cards. That's just extra fun money, like the Madewell gift card. I have a pair of Vans, just like those black old school Vans with like the little white thing on the side that I've been using every single day, and they are looking rough. I think that since moving to Chicago and walking so much in the city, I'm going through shoes a lot faster than I did back in Salt Lake when we drove everywhere. It was time for new sneakers, and I really love these New Balances. These are kind of different than what I typically go for in sneakers. Like typically I would do something like Sambas or Vans, like I said, but I really like them, and they're actually really comfortable. My only concern is that they're white. So the shoes that I really wanted to get with this gift card were actually the green Sambas. The white Sambas with the green stripes that you see there below the black flats for $109.99, but it was sold out in the green ones and in the red ones, they only had like a really big size, like 9.5, or they had, I think that's all they had, completely sold out. I was looking all over trying to find them and use my gift card on them. Couldn't find them, so I gave up and bought the New Balances, which were my second choice. But then, like a week and a half later, they came back in stock. So I did it. I pulled the trigger, I bought them, and I haven't worn them yet, but it's been kind of rainy. I want to save them for when it's not gross out. Below that, I bought a Nike cardigan thing. It's like a sweatshirt material, but in cardigan. It's so cute. It's like cropped and it's oversized. That's what the title says. I did buy it on sale from the Nike website for $60.97. So that's what that is. And then I bought a white button-down shirt from Gap for $29.97. It's just a really basic shirt for me to wear under sweaters. I think it'll be really cute with like skirts and stuff. So can't go wrong with that, I think. Really basic. And then on the right side, it's all my Old Navy stuff. I bought a pair of leggings for $17.49, and there's just like workout leggings, but really for me, they're more like lounging leggings. For workout, I prefer like shorts. I bought a cropped tee with like black stripes for $9.99. I bought a little like cropped cardigan for $18.49. It's really thin, so it's nice to wear, kind of just as a long sleeve shirt kind of. And then I bought 2 square neck tees that are ribbed for $7.49 each, and those are my favorite t-shirts, so I've been buying a couple before they stop making these. You'll probably see these again because every time I place an order, I buy 1 or 2. So that's it. Those are all my purchases for the month of March. I think the fact that I spent $287.79 on all of that is not that bad, so that's pretty good. And I know the $287.79 is after 2 $100 gift cards, so technically it's like $487.79, but again, free money in my mind. I only spent $58.70 on tennis, and that is, I bought an overgrip for my racket, and then 2 prime time tennis outings. They're $50 each compared to $35, and that's my half of each of those. The other times we were able to play for free at the park. I paid for 1 small bucket of golf balls at the driving range of my gym, and that was $5. And then Q-tips and a loofah for $302. So I spent $626.90 from sinking funds, or about 6.5% of the total spending. The majority of that was travel. So let's just come back to this so I can go into the different trips that I'm taking. We did buy some Marc Maron tickets for Future Us. My ticket was $59.55, and this is not for another like 7 months. So we're really on top of it. We just didn't want it to sell out because he is coming this month in April, but the tickets were sold out and we couldn't find any to buy. So we wanted to get ahead of that and buy the ones for October. And then Swiffer dusters and Febreze plugins for home household consumable stuff. And then travel again was my big spending category. We bought a lot of things. So we booked a trip to New York at the end of August, and that is for the US Open. Tickets have now gone on sale for the US Open, but we wanted to get ahead on booking things so it wasn't more expensive. So the flight was $233.44. I am going to make a point of keeping really good tabs of how much I spent on this trip and what points we used and whatever, so that I can do a video on this. So $233.44 for my flight. My boyfriend paid the same for his. $343.16 for 2 nights of hotel. We kind of broke up our trip into 2 hotel reservations because I have a $200 American Express hotel credits that I needed to use, and it's a minimum of 2 nights. So $343.16 for my half minus the $200 hotel Amex credit. So really $143.16 for my half of the first half of the hotels in New York. And then we booked a flight to go to Charlotte in May. We're gonna go to a golf tournament thing. So $175.70 for my flight. My boyfriend's was the same. And we'll have a few more flights that we'll be booking because we've kind of figured out what trips we want to take this year. Aside from Charlotte and New York, we are going to go to Salt Lake and visit my family. My boyfriend can visit his friends and my family, obviously, and I think we might do England with my boyfriend's family. So lots coming up in this trips category, which I have $3,900 in there right now. And I think all those trips, it seems like it'll be more because New York by itself is very expensive. And then England will obviously be very expensive. So that was sinking funds. Next up is food. I spent $539.71, or about 5.5% of the total spending. And the majority of this, so 47.1% was dining out for $254.41. I went over my budget of $200 that I normally set aside for dining out each month. I added $50 to my budget, and then I went over that again by $4.41. Absolutely no regrets. It was a really high dining out month for us. This is not normal, but I'm okay with it. Let's see what we did. We went to our favorite Mexican restaurant. Benihana's always expensive, but we had a birthday coupon for me, so we used that in March. Even so, after the birthday coupon, still a lot of money. Favorite pizza place, our favorite Mexican restaurant, again, as you can see, only 7 days apart, and that's because we took our friends there. They had never been there. We're like, you're gonna love this. And they did. Dairy Queen for a little treat after free tennis. We found a new Italian restaurant that we liked. Lou Malnati's for deep dish. It's not our favorite deep dish, but it's good and it's in our neighborhood. So our favorite bagels, and at the new Italian restaurant, this is what I treated my boyfriend to. So I just split it down the middle, half in my dining out, half in his gifts category. And then we went to breakfast at our favorite spot. So lots and lots of eating out. And then groceries, didn't go over budget, but I came close. I normally contribute $250 to my category. I did $234.45. Treats, $36.13. This is mostly work treats, like vending machine things, or like if I get a cupcake at Magnolia Bakery, that would go in there. And then work lunches, I actually only ate out once. I bought some chips at the convenience store in my building. And then I ordered food from that new Italian restaurant that we found. I had a $15 Uber cash credit, so I had to use it before the month was up, and I only paid $11.97 for that delivery, but that was for a work lunch, so that's why I categorize it there. And that's really good because I typically eat out once per week for my work lunches, but for whatever reason I wasn't feeling it, so I didn't force it, and I only ate out for lunch once. And that's probably because we've been eating out for dinners or meals with my boyfriend a lot. So all right, for A&G, this is my boyfriend and I. This is things for our relationship and how much money I spent for $11.61, or 4.2% of the total spending. The majority of that is his gift. He already knows, so it doesn't matter if I say it out loud. I bought him some new running shoes from Dick's Sporting Goods. I got him a Divvy bike membership because he was thinking about it but wasn't sure if it'd be worth it. And then I was like, I'll buy it for you as your birthday gift. And he really liked that. He also doesn't really like things, so it's really hard to shop for him. He lives a much more minimal lifestyle than I do. And then to go along with that Divvy bike membership, I got him a helmet. And I guess I should clarify, Divvy bike membership, like if you don't know, in the Chicago area, there's these bikes all over the city that you can rent. And when you're done, you just find another station and you jam it in there, and that's it. And it's really convenient. I don't like it because I actually don't like riding a bike. I don't feel very comfortable in it. I can do it. It's just I'm not at ease. I prefer to ride a scooter, and the scooters are not really included in the membership. They are extra, but they are discounted through the membership. So if he needs to ride a scooter, that's fine. I bought my own electric scooter, and I love it, but definitely not as convenient as a Divvy bike membership. So yeah, the helmet to go along with that, and then I bought him a treat, and then I treated him to Danucci's just for fun, just because I got a big bonus and I was so excited to share a little bit of that with him. So subscriptions were $137.09 or 1.4% of the total spending. My yearly subscriptions were $65.21, which was my Amazon Prime. It's my third of it. I split this with my friend and my sister. And then $18.87 for a Peacock yearly subscription that I split with my boyfriend. We randomly decided to sign up for this. No regrets so far. Monthly subscriptions for just the usual things. The only thing I forgot to cancel was my Kindle Unlimited. So I've paid for it for 2 months now. It will be canceled this month. I haven't really used it because I prefer Libby, and then if I need to, I'll sign up for a month of Kindle Unlimited. I just have to remember to cancel it. And then $27.60 for streaming, which is all the usual stuff. Then finally, this tiny little category here is variable expenses. I spent $60 there, and $15 was for a March Madness like bracket at work. I'm not doing very well. And then $15.42 is a cover for my Aura ring so that I can lift weights without it getting all scratchy. I haven't tried it out yet, so we'll see how it goes. If it makes it too bulky, I've been just taking off the ring to lift, so it should be fine to continue doing that because I still wear my Apple Watch. $16.30 in rideshare, and then $13.28 in entertainment, which were snacks for a comedy show that we went to go see at the Chicago Theater. It was Ali Wong. It was really good. I'm so glad we went. And that's it. That is what makes up my almost $10,000 in spending, the majority of that being my Roth IRA. So if we unselect like the saving and investing, I spent almost $4,000, which is still actually pretty high for me, but that does include a lot of like the travel expenses that we went into, and then fun things like my hobbies and my shopping. But I think this video is very, very long because I feel like I've been talking forever. So I guess it's good that we're breaking it up into 2 and going over the goals in a separate video. So let's see if there's anything else I needed to mention before I let you go. Okay, one thing. So in the travel category, we bought our flights to go to Charlotte for $175.70. We're gonna go see the Wells Fargo Championship. It's a golf tournament thing. My boyfriend's sister was so super generous to buy us the tickets to go to the event. So we're flying down there and she's paying for the event tickets, which is incredibly nice because they are very expensive. So that's something I wanted to touch on. I'm not including it in the budget because she paid for it. I didn't have to pay for it. So I think that's it for now. All of my notes that I have here have to do with like my goals. So we're not dealing with that in this video. That's going to be a separate video. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye.